Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tinesha Davis. This is Fun and Budget. And on this channel, we like to talk about all the things that we can do to level up our lives, level up our finances, level up our well-being, okay? So in this video, we are going to talk about the money moves that we made from January 31st through February 6th, which is tomorrow. Today's Saturday, but it's okay. We already made our moves. So we're going to talk about it. We have 6 in particular that we're going to discuss in this video. Right now, oh my goodness, I am starving. I'm on my way to my girlfriend Carla's house because we are having a sleepover. Yes, we are all some grown women who still like having sleepovers at least once a year. We actually do this multiple times a year, but we do have a gratitude sleepover that we do annually, because not only am I heavy into finances, but I'm also heavy into the law of attraction. And one of the tools that I like to use is the art of gratitude, giving gratitude. Wrote a whole book about it, y'all. Whole book called A Course in Gratitude. And I wrote this with 2 of my friends, because the 3 of us actually started doing this practice. I want to say like it was about 6-7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. I'm not even sure. But we started sending emails to each other every single day where we talked about what we were grateful for, what we appreciated in our lives, no matter what we were going through. Even when we were going through the not so high times, we found ways to do list of positive aspects. So this gratitude email doesn't have to just be about gratitude. You can use so many different tools in doing this to raise your vibration and to train what you attract into your lives. Okay, that's what it was. So with that, I have a group of girlfriends who I started doing this with, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, right? They were all on different groups. I ran a gratitude challenge, and I had about 6 different groups going because so many people wanted to be a part of the challenge. But I knew I didn't want an email group that was too big and overwhelming, right? And so these friends of mine, they were actually on separate groups at the time. And then fast forward, and I was like, okay, y'all, we gotta end this group. Like, the group was only supposed to have been a 30-day challenge, right? And a few people expressed they did not want to end, so I combined them into one group. I think at that time it might have been about 20 people still in it. But of those 20 people, we are down to the fabulous 5. I think it's 5 of us. It was 6, but my good girlfriend Kim passed away. And so now it's 5 of us remaining. So that's what I'm on my way to. And for the sleepover, we bring presents. My presents are struggle presents. I actually buy things, but then I be using recycle bags. It'd be all the things, right? So I know, do some of y'all out there, do y'all keep y'all bags and tissue paper for when you get gifts and things? I do. Or sometimes I might see a cute bag while I'm out in them streets and it might be on sale, and I just buy them because there's always a reason to give a gift. So yeah, I'm like 4 minutes in, y'all, and I'm just still updating y'all. This is life. This is life. I hope some of y'all just want to rock with me and you don't mind that we have these conversations. Hope that's okay. I know for a lot of you it's okay, because we've been doing this forever and y'all know how I roll. But in the meantime, guys, let's get into this list of the things that I did with my money, the money moves I made this week. And it is my intention and my hope that it keeps y'all mindful of the money moves that you can make in your lives too. Or maybe some of the things that I say may inspire you or remind you, or, you know, just invite you to do some of the same things as well. And as always, don't forget to tell me about the money moves that you made this week in the comments below. And also, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to the Fun and Budget family. We are the most accountable. We're big on accountability over here. Okay, let's talk, y'all. The first money move I made, I don't know how I feel about it, but I signed up for Fetch Rewards. I don't know how I feel about it. And Rochelle Adamson, I actually used your Fetch Reward invitation. So hopefully, oh wait, I gotta do something. I gotta scan a receipt or something, don't I? Oh yeah. So I need to get into the practice of actually scanning the receipts now that I have a Fetch Rewards account. And I say I don't know how I feel about it because you guys know how sometimes when you start a new practice or try to build a new habit, sometimes it just feels like, oh, but I already do all the things. I don't want to do more. But I'm going to do more. It's a receipt. And then a part of my conspiracy might be thinking, what kind of data they collecting? But you know, somebody's always collecting data. But anyways, I signed up. So I took at least one step in that direction. Number 2, I had my security system appointment with Brinks. Y'all know I've been struggling with them for a long time, and they're actually on my list to either cancel them, which I'm finding is going to be a little harder to break the contract, like more time consuming, or at least get them to come out and fix all the things. Well, guys, they did come out and they fixed all of the things. So I am satisfied with that because if I'm using a service, I want what I'm using to work. So after all these years, at least we got the things that I have working properly. Yay. Number 3. So I told you all about in other videos about the fact that I went to Cancun, Mexico, and in the flights I upgraded my seats. One flight I upgraded for $27, another flight I upgraded for $34. And those were some money moves that I made, and I told you my rationale behind upgrading seats and my strategy to, you know, do what makes sense financially, because sometimes where they sit you is fine and there's no need to spend extra money for a seat that could be free, right? But in this money move, I want to tell you that all of that money, $61, was actually refunded back. Yay, yay, yay. And that is because I used credit cards that actually have those perks where they will refund a certain amount, usually $200 a year, in travel, airplane, flight incidentals. One of my cards actually refunds for flights itself, but then another card actually only refunds for incidentals such as upgrading the seat, not at the time that you purchase your ticket, you have to upgrade it separately, buying food on the flight, things to that effect, luggage, paying for luggage, those things. So that money was refunded back. Yay. Number 4, money move number 4. Y'all, my rental insurance paid another installment of rent on my rental property. Most of you guys are familiar with the situation of how I had a tenant who flooded out the house because she was evicted, and now we are going through the act of actually having that house rehabbed. And in the meantime, part of my insurance policy is if my house was made unrentable because of whatever, in this case the flood, my insurance will pay the rent. So they had already paid 4 months of the rent, and now they just got finished paying another 2 months of rent. So $3,500 was deposited into my account, which I then moved to the rental account where I pay the mortgage from that account. So yay, that is so dope. And this was definitely a money move because I stayed on top of it. And then at this point in time, I reached out to the insurance adjuster to let them know that, hey, house is still being renovated, rent needs to be paid. And then I believe they reached out to the rehab team to get a feel for how much longer it was going to take to get this house together, and the rehab team must have told them 2 months, hence they sent me 2 months worth of rent. Now, money move number 5. On Monday the 31st, I actually started to take your first trade challenge with Terry Igioma of Trade and Travel, and it was so good. The thing that made this challenge really good is that every single day, not only did we have homework, but we had actionable, executable items that we could do. For instance, on day freaking 1, and this goes into my money move number 6, on day freaking 1, I opened up a brokerage account. So happy. Let me tell y'all, I've been wanting to get into trading and buying stock for a minute. The reason why I never did is because, like a lot of us, we say we're so busy, we don't have the time to actually sit down and figure it out. or we don't know the people who actually know or are doing a thing to actually sit us down and tell us what they're doing. Or sometimes we know people who are doing a thing, but they're kind of winging it themselves, right? They really don't know why they're doing what they're doing. They're just kind of doing it. And so this challenge was so perfect. It only cost me $55, and it just really made me sit there and not only start taking steps, but actually knowing the why behind why I was taking steps. She gave us great options. She told us a lot of things, like every single night at 8 p.m., which is, that's late for me, y'all. But 8 p.m., she taught us for an hour straight. And then maybe for another 15 to 30 minutes, she answered questions. It was just, I have nothing bad to say about it. If this thing ever pops up again for you all, or you guys run across it, I highly recommend doing the challenge. Because again, it's going to hold you accountable. You know, like, it's not just a course. Sometimes we take courses. I know I've taken courses where we do the course, we learn in the course, but we don't always execute what we learn in the course. This right here was like really fast, get in there. And by the end of the week, y'all, after I opened up my brokerage account and I funded it, first with $2,000, and I had made a mistake. So then I had to open another one, and I funded it with $1,000. And then I got to wait for the other one's money to settle so I can move it to the new one. Hey, but I did it. I did it. Even though I made a mistake, I didn't let that stop me. And the mistake was of my own because I was not reading. I was checking boxes, and I checked a box that I shouldn't have checked. And that so anyways, I'll make a video about opening up a brokerage account, and I'll talk about that mistake in more detail in that video. But I got it open, I got it funded, and I took my first trade, aka bought stock. Let me tell y'all, before this course, I didn't even know what that meant, take a trade. I thought take a trade meant actually selling stock. I don't know, but I took a trade, meaning I bought some stock. So that's my last money move, number 6, that I opened up a brokerage account and I actually purchased stock for the first time on my own in my life, outside of what my 401k does, outside of what my IRA does. I'm actually doing a thing. And it's my goal. Like, I'm going to let my 401ks do what they do, right? Because they've been doing well for years. They've been performing super well. And I'm going to let the IRAs do the same. But with this new brokerage account, I'm actually going to be more hands-on. And I'm going to try my hand at doing a little bit of swing trading. So I'm going to be a swing trader / long-term investor. You know, just selling when it makes sense to sell, and buying when it makes sense to buy. That's my hopes, that's my dreams. But it's not going to be something where I'm trying to do something every single day, or I'm looking at the market every single day and looking for things. I ain't got time for all that. At this point, I don't have time for all that. My tune may change. But for now, that's what it is, y'all. And those are my 6 money moves that I made this week. And remember, don't forget to talk to me about the money moves you made this week. And don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to be a part of the Fun and Budget family. Until the next video, y'all, I'm gonna go over here and have a good time at the sleepover and eat all the food because I am starving. And I'm about to call Jay right now because I know he's like, she said she about to call me back, but I just want to catch this daylight before the light left. And that's what I'm about to do. Have a good weekend, y'all. A good rest of y'all weekend. I know y'all having a good weekend. All right. Peace.